All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Depending on where you're joining us from today, I'm Melvin Xavier, one of the directors and co-founders at Cold Chain Connect. And on behalf of our team, a very warm welcome to our orientation meet. Before I begin, if I may request you all to switch to a speaker view. You should be able to find this on the top right corner. There's three dots where you can go and change the view to a speaker view. I also strongly recommend that you view these proceedings on a laptop to be able to fully capitalize on the presentations that will be on display today. Finally, I'd also like you all to turn on your cameras. I want to try and make this as interactive as possible so we can use the next 40 minutes to make it count. So our program today, like I mentioned, should last for about 45 minutes. And to kick things off, I would open the floor with a community open mic where I will call out some of you. And when I do, please quickly come in and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and your company. So let me see who is here today. Oh, I see Luca, Bruno. If you can unmute yourself, my friend. It's been a while. You can unmute yourself, come in, say hello, tell us who you are and where you're from. You need to unmute yourself.
Just one moment. Okay, good morning all, good afternoon all. I'm Bruno Luca from P2P in Italy. P2P
Nice to
is a
meet you.
young company. Yes, we are operating in Italy and the European country. We can move from to Italy and from to European country, all, no one excluded. So we can manage cargo also from other country, not only Italy. We can organize every kind of services related to the reefer and cold chain logistics. I open to discuss with each of you about opportunities from my country. You can reach me every day, 24 hours per day, every day of the weeks, including Saturday and Sunday. So
Yeah,
you are
awesome.
most than welcome. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for being here
Thank
with
you.
us today. For all those who may not be aware, this is an orientation meet where you get to know more about Cold Chain Connect. Some of our members may be in the room, but primarily these are leads that are forwarders across the globe that are interested in what Cold Chain Connect has to offer. I see Eleanor joining us from Israel. If you can unmute yourself and come in, she's in the boardroom. How are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I'm relatively new into this group, but I've been a veteran of 35 years in the industry, and I've known Melvi since COVID time.
Yes.
And here with me in the room, Mr. Hanan, he is my export manager, and Danielle, also newly upcoming here. And as far as I know, Israel has not been represented in the cold chain yet.
That is correct.
And that's true. So we are the pioneers. We have a lot of experience in cold and reefer activities. Israel is very well known in its agricultural products, as long as pharma and all the new innovations, actually chemicals I've been doing for many years. Chemicals are being sent in temperature control. And we are here all for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and saying a hello. And naturally, we're building a community and a platform for all temperature control specialists to be able to have a voice and to meet like-minded people around the world. Okay, let's see, Katerina Grigorenko. I don't know if I've said that correctly, but maybe you can first come
Mostly.
in and correct me. First, you correct me, and then you tell us who you are and where you're from. Go ahead.
Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Katerina Grigorenko, we are from Ukraine. We represent KTL company. We are good at delivery of export import of frozen products to Ukraine, from Ukraine. You're welcome for cooperation.
Amazing. What is the name of your company? I don't know if you mentioned it, I missed it. Go ahead.
KTL. KTL.
KTL. Okay, amazing. So KTL is actually already a member from Ukraine. So it's amazing that you have joined us today. Yeah, it's good. I hope you are well and safe, and everybody's okay at home.
At this
But,
moment, more or less we are okay, but we are under pressure all the time, unfortunately. And their support is awakening by the moment. And CMA, Maersk, and MSC already started calling their support Ukrainian ports, and that's a good news for us.
okay, happy to hear. Is Andre still with you?
Andre is still with us, but he's out of office today. So
Okay.
I'm and my
That's fine.
colleagues, there's 4 of us,
Okay.
are presented at the meeting.
Okay, amazing. I see. Let me take another one. Stephen Ho, if you want to unmute yourself and come in and say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen.
Good morning. I'm Nashwa from World Freight System, Egypt.
Okay, Nashwa, go ahead, Nashwa. I was calling out for Stephen, but Nashwa, you can go ahead first, and then we can take Stephen after. Okay, Nashwa, go ahead.
Hope you all in a good well. We are a freight forwarding at Egypt. We are concerned for Africa project and Brick Bulk LCL from China. We established from 1996.
Okay.
We have a good volume for custom clearance and chemical cargo.
Okay. Thank you
So
much for sharing that.
Africa,
Okay, go ahead.
our concern for Africa destination and China.
Okay. Awesome. What is the name of the company again?
World Freight Center.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining us. Nice to meet you as well. Naturally, we are an alliance for forwarders that specializes in perishables and food, but we're always curious to see who is interested in our offering. Okay, Stephen, are you there now? Stephen Ho. We cannot hear you though. Maybe your headset is not working, so maybe you can remove the headset and try to speak into the laptop. Okay, I'll take one more and then go back to Stephen Ho. Anastasia, maybe you can come in first. Anastasia.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Stephen, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, great. Now, I come from Hong Kong. My company with headquarters based in Hong Kong, and we have branches in China, from Shanghai, Ningbo, Qingdao, Dalian, Xiamen, and Shenzhen.
Okay.
And so we are. My company name is Apollo Global Logistics.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today. I will take one last one and then I will move on to the program. Anastasia, if you can unmute yourself and come in.
All right, good day. I'm also from KTL, Ukraine. Catherine was represent us.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining us. I will then ready to move on to the rest of the program. We have with us a network introduction video. This is a short 5-minute presentation where you get to hear what we're all about and also the team behind it. So if I can ask them to now roll the video.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Melvin Xavier, one of the directors and co-founders of Cold Chain Connect. On behalf of the team,
it is our pleasure to welcome you to our CCC Orientation Meet.
Here, you will learn everything that you need to know about our network. Before I begin introducing CCC to you, let me guide you through the agenda for today. Today's meet will last about 30 minutes with the following program.
After my presentation on Cold Chain Connects, I will introduce some of our new members that have joined us this year, followed by an open Q&A to answer some of your questions. And then we will have our keynote presentation. And finally, I'll wrap up with our after movie. To start with, RW Solutions is a network management company that was founded in Hong Kong in 2002 and has its operations in the Philippines. We currently have 11 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches. Cold Chain Connect has 90 member offices in 53 countries and 75 cities worldwide. I'd like to share with you some of our photos taken during our annual partnership meet. Now, let me jump straight to the benefits of being part of Cold Chain Connect. CCC is virtually represented in every corner of the globe, and by being part of the network, you will enjoy instant access to your perishable freight partners that you can rely your business on. Being part of CCC means that you will work with trusted, screened, and reliable members. Every new member application undergoes a due diligence to screen the company's financial stability, market reputation, sales strength, and length in operation.
All members are likewise subjected to our standard code of ethics and guidelines of the network, which must be followed and adhered to at all times. CCC assures that every member is diligently screened.
In addition, CCC offers payment security for all members as an added layer of security when working within the group. The network has a payment protection program with $5,000 for immediate dispute protection, which will then increase to $10,000 depending on the years of your stay within the network. Through our conferences, we reduce your costs from traveling to several countries as CCC conducts annual partnership meetings in different countries. In this meeting, you'll be able to meet and build contacts with hundreds of agents in one place. The annual conferences and meetings must be attended by CCC members to fortify their relationship with the members. We also promote our members and their services to the logistics industry by attending leading exhibitions in different parts of the world, including the Fruit Logistica, Gulf Food, FIATA, and the Freight Summit.
Aside from attending leading exhibitions, we also distribute our agency list through our global database of around 40,000 freight forwarders.
CCC will also have its exclusive information environment, which provides access to exclusive and up-to-date information amongst the members. Finally, I would like to invite you all to our 5th annual partnership meet, which will take place on May the 2nd to the 5th, 2025 at Shangri-La, Bangkok, Thailand. Here, you'll have the opportunity to meet with other freight forwarders who specializes in perishables and food logistics, of course, but also, since we're co-locating our event with specialized networks, including Life Logistics, which is a pharma alliance, Global Air Cargo Alliance, which is an air freight forwarders network, and G7 to maximize your networking opportunity. Secure your conference pass today and avail our early bird rate. Thank you for taking time to attend Cold Chain Connect Orientation Meet. Welcome to CCC, the world's first and exclusive network for perishable forwarders in the world. Stay safe and healthy during these times.
All right. I hope that was useful and gave you some insight into what we do. Next, I would like to welcome our new members. We have a couple of our new members joining us today. We have Toon Messemaker from EasyFresh, Netherlands. We have Diego Chinchilla from Grupo Logistico C International from Costa Rica. And also we have Preetam Singh from Expo Freight in India. So I'm going to have them highlighted and we want to get to know them a little better. So if I can ask maybe Toon to first come in to introduce yourself, your company, where you're from, and tell us how you got into the business.
That's a good question. But to start with, well, you already said from which country I am. My name is Teun Messemaker. It's a difficult name to pronounce. From the Netherlands. We are based in Breda, which is very nice for us because we are exactly in the middle between Antwerp and Rotterdam Port. And we are part of Frigo Forwarding, and we also operate our own cold stores. We have 3 locations in the Netherlands. One in the border at Belgium, Hazeldonk, here where I am based with the office in Breda itself, and we have 1 location in Moerdijk. I think it was already decided very early in my young years that I started to be in this logistics because I followed the Port and Transport College. So it was obvious that I would end up somewhere in logistics.
Nice. Okay, thank you for sharing that story. Maybe we can now move on to Diego.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning, everyone. In Costa Rica right now, it's 2:20 in the morning, so logistic never sleep, as you know. And yeah, my name is Diego Chinchilla. I'm 34 years old, and I'm the CEO for the Grupo Logístico C International. Also, I'm very passionate for the logistic, and I have more than 15 years experience of for the perishable cargo. As you know, Costa Rica is very well known for the pineapples, bananas, frozen cargo, for the melons, mangoes, and watermelons as well, and also the meat. So right now we are in the peak season for melons and watermelon from Costa Rica to around the world. So and also there is other trades developing right now. For example, Israel, for example, Egypt, United States, and other countries as well. So I started in logistics because I am in the Atlantic area. It's very close by the ports. In Costa Rica, we have 3 different ports: Puerto Limón, Puerto Moín, and Puerto Caldera. And I used to work in the Puerto Limón, so that's my very first job where I start in logistics. So after that, I belong to MSC, to Dole, to other shipping lines. So that's always my expertise was handling reefer cargo. So my company gives service, for example, for by air cargo, sea cargo, and also truck, international landscape as well. So we can handle import and export. So let us know whatever you need. It's a pleasure to be a member of this network as well. So let's be in touch. Whatever you need, I'm open to work with you, and whatever you need, I'm here to support you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, welcome to Cold Chain Connect. We're happy to have you on board as our new member. I recollect you mentioned Israel and Egypt. We have 2 potential members that are on this call today, and so they both said a hello earlier today. So I'm hoping that you can perhaps look to even collaborate with them at some point. But really appreciate you being here at 2:20 a.m. That is definitely something that we don't come across very often. So the fact that you're here truly means a lot. Preetham, maybe you want to come in and introduce yourself?
Yeah, Melvin. Regarding BHO, thanks for joining 220, because this is the beauty of our perishable industry. We are 24/7 awake. What is happening? Regarding me, Preetham, based in India, Expo Freight is originated in Sri Lanka. It's basically a Sri Lanka-based company, expanded their wings in India, Bangladesh, and everywhere. Now the company is Japan. The Sagawa Group, which is a Japan-based company, has taken over this company. So we are a Japanese multinational. We are into the industry for last more than 40 years of experience. And as far as the perishables are concerned, I am basically an airline guy, which almost having experience of 20 years, 8-9 years with the airlines, different like Turkish, FedEx, Malaysian, Korean Air. I have worked for them. And after that, last 12-13 years with the temperature and pharma and handling pharma and perishables on a pan-India basis. That is how we got into the business of perishable, and it is one of our passion to develop with the very small time. We have grown like multiple destination from India. Not even from one destination. We are doing to and from, and we wanted to expand our wings through this network. We need a lot of collaboration required. We are having big plans as far as the multinational is concerned, all over the globe.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. We can perhaps now move on to the next question. We'll start again with Tune. Tell us something about your USP, your unique selling point that sets you apart from everybody else, and what are you looking for the network?
Okay, talking about the unique selling point, it's very basic or common answer, but it's still a reality. We do what we promise. That's the number one. Looks and sounds very simple, but it's the reality. Also, the 24/7 availability is in our business very normal.
They don't have.
And well, you see it just with Diego in the time he is available. This is also normally the time we talk, or at night when it is his working hour. And of course, what is very interesting for us and what we don't see too much in our industry is we have really everything in-house, whether it is customs, own containers we have in Europe, we have the warehouse operation. Normally, when I have a question, do you have a competition? I always say yes and no, because yes, of course I have competition, but most of my or almost all my competitors don't have everything in-house like we have. Let's make it really different in the market, in my opinion. And yeah, what I'm looking for, well, I already see some familiar faces. So what I'm looking for is people who know the industry. I've been in other networks where they also promote cool logistics, but the reality is they don't have it. And here I find the people who know the business.
Okay,
Nice one,
awesome.
for
Yeah.
example, I see KTL Ukraine. Actually, Andre is here in our office. He is having some space here. I just had a coffee with him.
Oh, wow. It's a small world.
That's nice.
It is.
At least you see him personally.
Yes, but time will change, we know.
Yeah. Please say hello to Andre for me. He's a good friend, and we always take the opportunity to meet whenever possible. Okay, awesome. Maybe we can now move on to Diego.
Yeah. The unique selling point, definitely for me, it's the attention that you give the customer, and more than that, is the professionalism and also the knowledge that you have. So the expertise that I've been offering to their customers, and our customer is not only the direct client. It's also the freight forwarder who receive or who sends us the cargo as well. So as you guys mentioned before, the 24/7 is something that definitely always, if you want to make the difference, you have to give it to your customers as well. The capability that we have, that we can offer to our members and the network, it's we are a Costa Rica freight forwarder right now, which we can supply as well everything in house, as well the custom clearance, the transport. We have as well warehouse as well, especially for the reefer cargo handling as well. So yeah, it's part of what we can offer, and definitely a commitment to develop a new business. Sales lead, if you send me some sales lead, I will work on it to get some good news, to close some good business. For example, Tune and myself, we have been in business trip in Costa Rica, visiting some customers that right now we are starting the peak season with a good volume for this 2025. So this is part of the business, to know the orientation, to know your customers, to know what they're looking for, and try to give it to them. So yeah, that's exactly what we can give an offer, and what we are looking for in the network is, as Tun mentioned before, people who know about what they are talking about, and also what we can offer and be an extension of our customers, to make the logistic easier to them.
Oh, wow. I love what you said. And be an extension to the customer. That's what we all strive to do, to be the extended arm for them. Yeah, beautiful. All right, Preetham, maybe you can come in now.
Yeah. As the industry requires, this perishable industry requires a lot of speed, and 24/7 solution should be there, because any given point of time, everybody can experience anything. So solution is there. We have a strong team based in Sri Lanka and India both, who takes care of the product according to their requirement, whether it's pharma, perishables, everything. That's what make us really special in terms of multinational. As far as the multinational concerned, yeah, we have a long-term contract with the carriers. We can sustain the rates in the long freight rates also in the long term. That is a key requirement of sustain the business with the transparency, the kind of transparency we follow with our customers. That is the key. That's why we are the long-term business partner for everyone, whomsoever we are handling the business. Currently, our business is moving to US, Europe, Middle East, everywhere. So what we are looking for is a good collaboration, because to be honest, we have offices everywhere, but some of our offices are not able to handle perishable because they are for different products altogether. The purpose of joining this network, looking from this network, perishable especially, we need an end-to-end solution wherever our loads are going or wherever loads coming to India. We are well versed with everything. We have our own custom clearance team. We have our own warehouses and everything our own. So everything is under control. So we can give you the assurance that your loads can be taken care of very well.
Okay, awesome. Let's then move on to the last question. If you can come in tune again and tell us what are some of the opportunities with perishables and reefers in your country, and something that we don't know.
You know, I think despite our growth numbers, I think we are still having opportunities without any limitations. Also, counting on your counterparts, good counterparts who know what they are talking about. So that helps a lot. Like Diego said, know what your customer wants, help your customer, and think outside the box. That is really helping us. One of the things we recently did, for example, is that we see the shipping lines are struggling with their own feeder connections to, for example, to Dublin. And we have an in-house solution. And actually a customer like Dole accepted this solution. So they are giving all the directions to Rotterdam and we are taking care of the connection. We are doing that partly with our own containers. That's quite unique as a forwarder. We have our own reefer containers, but we also do empty positioning for the shipping lines. So we are really very unique in that, because I don't know anyone else doing this at the moment.
Right.
So yes, that's one of the unique things we are doing. The other one is, like I said before, we have everything in-house, including the warehousing, which is giving a nice tool for solutions to customers who are having problems. We also have a quite interesting solution when it comes to phyto inspection, especially in fruits. And our latest warehouse in Moerdijk is having a rail, water and road connection, and we are finalizing the license from customs to be the border inspection point for meat and fish, which is really unique in inland. Something about the industry, well, not all, something about our region. Let's put it like this. It's a common joke, and I don't know if everybody knows this in the industry. The fish is making more miles when it is dead than alive. We see fish coming from the Faroe, Norway to Rotterdam, frozen. We cross-dock it into a container and we ship it to China. They make the fillet, and some of them is coming back to Europe. Something about me, people don't know in general. I'm a lot in Brazil. My wife is Brazilian, and I also have a Brazilian name. People don't know me there as Teun, but they know me as Geraldinho.
Oh, wow. You have a different life. That's amazing. We all strive to have two lives. So we have to learn from you.
You're more than welcome.
Let's move on to Diego.
Yeah. Okay. Unique opportunities with perishables and reefering in our country. As I mentioned before, Costa Rica is very well known about the fruit that we export to the world. Let's say, for example, our pineapples, as mentioned before, our bananas, and also our season cargo for, as I mentioned, mangoes, melons, and watermelons. During the time the different governments and the president that we have, they have been creating new opportunities with free trade agreements with other countries. For example, Israel, Arabic Emirates United, and so that make, for example, they open a window to export pineapples to these other countries, for example. But the issue is the logistic. For example, when Costa Rica opened the logistic, the free trade agreement with Israel for the pineapples only, from Costa Rica to Israel were not logistic to arrive with good transit time by air or by sea. So in 2023, so we start to talk and negotiate with different shipping lines and also airlines to try to reduce the extension of the transit times. And because of that, right now we have been exporting more than 6 and 10 containers weekly to Israel with pineapples, because we reduce the transit time for 45 to 26, 29 days in transit time with only one transshipment in between. So
Nice.
the thing is, the opportunity that I see is try to elaborate or try to find solutions in order to export more our cargo to the world, you know. And something about the food industry, our region, that the people doesn't know. Well, you know, right now Costa Rica, we are trying a very ambitious project in Costa Rica, which is try to make the competition to Panama Canal. In Costa Rica, what we are doing is try to create a dry canal. So that will be crossing the entire world, where you can, I mean, the entire country, where you can connect the Atlantic with the Pacific, you know. So that is something to make easier in order to the cargo. They will not go to Panama to do the, you know, the transatlantic movement from one sea to other sea. They can do it in Costa Rica, but it's something for maybe long term, let's say like 10 or 50 years, something like that. But it's something that right now the government is investing to go for it.
Very interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing and seeing more of the developments in that part of the world. Preetham, do you want to come in now?
As I think everybody knows, India is a land of agriculture. You name the commodity and we have it. And basically, India is basically a huge export country as far as all the commodities concerned: fruits and veg, meat, fishes, flowers, you name it, and India has it, something like this. So, but our other inland export is a huge opportunity. As far as the import is concerned, a lot of things are coming from Africa, Thailand, and but not in compared to what export we have. Like I will tell you, the export from Delhi is for meat. From Bombay, it is all the you name it. Bombay is the hub of perishable in India. You can say the maximum perishable goes from Bombay. Now, Indian government has given a lot of flexibility to Indian exporters to reach out to the global customers and ease down the practices what they used to follow with the customs and all. So a lot of relaxation to the exporters, so that the export can be pushed from India. That is the newly thing which government has taken in the consideration, that export should be huge, whether it's ocean, whether it's air, and that is all that is how India is making progress as far as the export is concerned. That's the thing from my side.
Okay, awesome. Okay, great. Let's thank you all for joining us today, and we're happy to learn a little bit more about yourselves and also about your country. I hope to continue some of these conversations in Bangkok when we meet at the conference. I know Diego will not be there because he's going to be a father very soon and wants to spend time, of course, with his firstborn. All right. We're now open to any of your questions in this next segment, which is a live Q&A. Me and my team will do our best to answer them. I'm Happy to get the ball rolling by asking a couple of common questions that we get asked. Something that we get asked very often is, how many members do you accept per country? Well, as a general rule, we accept up to 3 members per country. However, as an exception, we have for India, China, and US, we accept a little more due to their size. Having said that, we do try and support our current members by ensuring that the new members coming in are not stepping on their toes, and also that they have adequate business before we take on any new member. Another question that we get commonly asked is, how do you background check your partners? Well, at CCC, I can tell you that all applications go through a rigorous screening process that includes vetting them through the FDRS. We also talk to the local freight association and also do a thorough background check through their application forms and the information that we collect through the application forms that is used to see the sustainability of that company. Another question that we get asked is, how much credit do we provide to our partners, and what securities does Cold Chain Connect have in place? Now, a lot of the times when networks are not backed when members are not backed by a network, we have a credit risk. Now, when you're with a network like CCC, we have a payment protection plan that allows you to work with members with the assurance knowing that your money is secure. And that's why companies join networks like us. We have a payment protection plan that goes up to $50,000 to cover bad debts and bankruptcy. Okay, at this time, I will see if there are any hands, if anybody has a question that they have for me. Yeah, Tune, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw in your introduction that there are quite a number of different agencies in your network. When it comes to, for example, the meeting of CCC in Bangkok, this is a mix of these memberships, or is really related to Cold Chain Connect, for example?
Okay, that's a fantastic question. RW Solutions is the mother group that was started in 2002. Cold Chain Connect is one of the networks under the larger umbrella. So we have 11 networks under the umbrella, a lot of them based on specialty. So we have a pharma alliance called Life Logistics that caters towards pharma specialists. We have LATAM, which is a Latin American network. We have Emerge, which is an Africa alliance. We have Neptune, which is an LCL consolidation network. And so we have 11 of those under the umbrella. And we also have a couple of general networks. Now, when we host our events, we sometimes do the meetings together with a couple of networks to maximize your networking opportunity. So in Bangkok, you will also have the opportunity to meet with partners that specialize in pharma with Life Logistics. We found some synergies there. Some members like that opportunity. We also have a Global Air Cargo Alliance, which is an air freight specialist network that's also going to be present. So we try to ensure that you're not just meeting perishable forwarders. Naturally, that's your strength, and you're coming to the conference to meet partners that align with your strength, but also giving you a little bit more. If you do choose to meet somebody more, then you have that opportunity. So that's let's say the reasoning behind us co-hosting it with a couple of other networks that are under the same umbrella.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else has a question at this time? Yeah, Preetam, go ahead.
During your presentation, you said that while happening events overseas like Fruit Logistica and Gulf Food, how you are helping our members to what kind of help and what association you're providing through the network?
Okay, it's a fantastic question. So we go to global events, food exhibitions, and other platforms where we host a booth and we have our members co-exhibit with us. So we were in Anuga, we were in Fruit Logistica, and we're always looking for opportunities to go to an event and host a booth, and then we invite our members to co-exhibit with us. So we have a subsidized rate for them to be present at these platforms. Now, you may know that if you were to take a booth at these platforms by yourself, it can be quite expensive. So we subsidize the costs and allow you to be present with us with the table and the chair, and also some branding for you at our booth. So yeah, we'd be happy to see how we can do events through this year and into 2026 as well. Okay.
Yeah, actually, we were planning to have a booth in Food Logistica this year, but we were a little late in deciding that. But somehow we will be there in the next week, starting. So we'll catch up and discuss further on that.
Okay. We've been going to Fruit Logistica for the last 3 years. Unfortunately, we are not going this time around, but we are looking to go back again in 2026. So if you're interested, we can have a conversation about how you can co-exhibit with us. The last time we had about 6 of our members with us at our booth. Okay. Yeah, Tune, you have one more question.
If you consider that, why you don't consider the fruit attraction in Madrid?
Yeah, all platforms are open, and it's something that we have thought about. Naturally, if you have members, let's say, talking amongst the community and saying, "Hey, we would like to go," and there are 3 or 4 of you, and then we can have a conversation and see how we can go together. All food platforms and exhibitions are open. Diego?
Yeah, it's just a second tune because we are Procomer. It's a foreign trade promotion in Costa Rica company. It's a public company who promotes the exportation in Costa Rica. So what they do, they hire or they rent a booth, in all these fairs, in fruit logistics, fruit attraction, and all the perishable fairs around the world. So we are the logistic operator for all of them, and just to let you know, guys, it's very important to be part of that. At least walk around, or maybe the booth. Okay, so the booth sometimes is very expensive. We all know that. But for example, if for further exhibition as a cold chain connect, there is something that some members we can participate with some money in order to rent and make something bigger to be one of each around the world. And it's very important to consider for next time, because the exhibition that you give to your company around the world with this exhibition is very important. So it's just to say
Absolutely, I cannot agree with that more, and we definitely are looking to travel more to these exhibitions. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Daniel, one last question, and then I will move on with the program. Daniel, come in.
Yes, hello, and greetings from Finland.
Nice to meet
At the
you.
moment, we have quite cold weather, snow, -degrees, so naturally Finland are importing a lot of vegetables, fruits from all over the world to Finland. And just quickly, we're specialized in food transport between Europe and Finland, and also from all over the world to Finland. But we're not yet a member, and I was just thinking, the member list you have now for this alliance, is it available online, or is it like a secret until we're official members?
Oh, fantastic question. We have no secrets. All our member database is open. Naturally, the information or the contact details are the only thing that we don't share with the public, but otherwise anyone has access to our full database of members. If you write to the team, I think they have already taken note. I can see my colleague Eunice already taking a mention of it, so she will be happy to share our database with you and our member list, so you can go through it and see if it works for you. Daniel, I believe we have met. Did we meet at Fruit Logistica?
Yeah, that's correct. We met, was it maybe 2 years ago there in Fruit
2 years ago at the
Logistica
booth.
in
So you
Berlin.
came by our booth, and yeah, I do remember this. Awesome. I hope you can make that decision to come on board and also to be with us at the conference. Okay, thank you for asking that question. I'm going to move on now. I will stay back for the last 5 minutes, so maybe if someone else has any more questions, we can still take that. But I just want to make sure that we're sticking to the program. So if I can move on, it's a keynote speech that, during COVID time, me and my partners, Christian and Nils, we enrolled ourselves into a video making course. So we're passionate about sharing our industry knowledge and also making videos during that period. This is a video that I made myself. So we write our script and we also shoot the content and put the video together. So maybe Eunice, you can share this now.
The invention of the modern shipping container, as we know today, is only about 50 years old. Before this, loading, unloading, and handling of cargo from ships was a nightmare. Most of the cargo was moved using human muscle. Ships would take days to load and unload, sometimes as much time as the ships had spent in sailing from one point to another. Sorting and distribution of cargo manually was time-consuming, labor-intensive, and above everything else, just dangerous. Typically, someone would be killed during these processes every few weeks. So in 1955, when an American businessman named Malcolm McLean began transporting goods directly from trucks to ships in locked container boxes, the world of shipping was ready to be transformed. Dock workers enjoyed safer working conditions and injuries and deaths diminished. Loading and unloading times had dramatically improved and shipping rates were cut in half. He sold his idea to the United States military, who at the time was facing a logistics problem of shipping equipment to Vietnam. Rather than return with empty containers, McLean saw the opportunity to collect payloads from Japan, the world's fastest growing economy at the time. With that, the era of international trade had begun. Today, approximately 60% of the value of all goods transported are shipped in containers. This is a $4 trillion industry. McLean had truly revolutionized world trade. However, not much has changed since then. Till date, containers are only visible when they are at the ports and after they are delivered to the consignee. One could only confirm the status of the cargo in these two locations, even if there were security issues during the journey of the cargo. Breakage of seals, theft of cargo, and leaking containers are fairly common in the world of shipping. To add to it, last-moment detours and port delays are now the industry standard. All these factors can potentially damage the shipment and lead to millions of dollars in lost revenue before the stakeholders have any idea of what's going on with their shipments. And this is especially true with perishables and sensitive cargo. In fact, a study by WHO estimated that about 1/3 of food produced is lost or wasted globally. That is 1.3 billion tons of food and $1 trillion. A large part of this wastage happens during the supply chain as temperature of products are compromised during the transportation. So if we can find a way to get this information and react proactively, it would be groundbreaking. Well, what if I told you that there is a way and that this change has already begun? Smart containers is the next big thing since the invention of the modern containers. Just like smartphones changed the telecommunication industry, smart containers are all set to revolutionize the shipping industry. So, just what is a smart container? Smart containers are your average shipping containers, but pre-installed with sensors that are connected to a network. These containers can sense any movement, thereby keeping the cargo safe. The interconnected sensors in the containers collect and transmit data in real time. Collecting such data can help to optimize the supply chain. Sensor data provides precise information about the location of a container, allowing for optimized fleet management that results in less repositioning and more efficient use of fuel. Often, energy is wasted on shipping and repositioning empty containers. Estimates suggest up to $20 billion a year is spent on this activity that leads to unnecessary fuel consumption. Avoiding empty container shipping could allow the industry to reduce carbon emissions by 6 million tons every year. There's more. Tracking containers also allows customers and port operators to predict when ships will arrive at their destination, preventing bottlenecks in the supply chain. However, for me, the number one use case will come in the handling of perishables and food. How? Well, these sensors are not just about GPS tracking. These technologies can do a lot more. They can collect and remit information about temperature and humidity levels inside the container. That's not it. They can also regulate conditions within the container. Think about that for a moment. Stakeholders will now have the ability to adjust temperature and humidity levels inside the container while the cargo is in transit. Let's take the example of bananas. Transporting bananas over long distances is a challenge. When exposed to oxygen, fruits continue to ripen. However, with the new technology in the smart airtight containers, atmospheric conditions can be controlled precisely. These sensors allow shippers to carefully monitor and control the amounts of carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen at any time in the units during the journey at sea. By controlling the ripening, the system ensures an extended transportation window of up to 45 days and arrival of the bananas in perfect condition for a prolonged shelf life in supermarkets. The ability to automatically adjust conditions is new, and large-scale adoption is still in the works.
Naturally, there is still a lot of work to be done, but I'm excited for the future with smart containers that is all set to drive down costs, increase transparency, and lead to better control of shipments. All right, I hope you guys found that useful. We will now proceed to the next segment as to why you should join us now. Well, at CCC, our usual membership fee is at $2,500. However, when you join us at our conference, you pay an additional fee of around $1,000 towards the conference. However, for all of you who have joined us here today, we're offering a special membership rate of $1,999. This includes your one-year membership fee, your payment security coverage, and a discount on your conference delegate pass to attend our 5th annual conference. Once you become a member, your company will be announced and promoted as a perishables and food specialist for your country to a global database of freight forwarders and also amongst our members. You will be added to our network agency list, which is publicly available, and have access to our dashboard, which is our exclusive platform for our members. And our WhatsApp community, where you can exchange leads, business, and interact with our members. And finally, you will be able to attend our 5th annual conference in Bangkok from May 2nd to the 5th at the Shangri-La, where you will have the opportunity to meet with other partners face-to-face. Our conference is once again being co-located with Life Logistics, which is a pharma alliance that we discussed briefly before, GAA, an Air Freight Alliance, and G7 Network, which is a general network. So you will get to network with over 400 delegates at the event to maximize your opportunity there. I hope that was useful. I would like to present our after movie, which is of our conference that was held last year in Phuket. If I can ask my colleague to now play the video of our last event.
Wow, the location here, when you look at Phuket, it's just awesome. And the hotel, it's one of the famous hotels over here, right?
This is a really beautiful sun course to play. A lot of swag, good company, we are having a ball here.
It's never about meeting, it's always about connecting. You can always make friends with a business connection.
I feel the social event is equally important, where you make friendships, and from friendships, that's where business develops.
I think she's having trouble with the video. Eunice, you may want to try and play that again.
Yeah, sure. I will play it again.
Okay. Let's try that one more time. If not, we can always share it with them and they can watch it later as well.
Wow, the location here, when you look at Phuket, it's just awesome. And the hotel, it's one of the famous hotels over here, right?
This is a really beautiful sun course to play. A lot of sweat, good company. We are having a ball here.
It's never about meeting. It's always about connecting. You can always make friends with a business connection.
Maybe we can stop streaming. Okay, we can try that towards at the end one more last time, but maybe Errol will leave you to try and stream the video, and then but after the poll, you can try to play that again. Okay. All right. That pretty much is it. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had a great time. We have a short poll to try and understand your interest in the network and to see if you would like to hear from the team with any more information. So maybe we can have that poll pop up on your screen now. Okay. I'll leave you with it. If you can take a couple of minutes to quickly fill that up. Right. That was fairly straightforward, so I do hope you're all done with it. So please feel free to contact the CCC team to proceed with the membership if you are ready to join us now, or if you'd like to receive more information, you can also type your email ID and telephone number into the chat box. We'll have someone contact you to take the membership forward. We look forward to staying in touch and welcoming you to the network, and of course, seeing you in Bangkok. If you have any further questions, please do let me know. I'd be happy to stay around for the next couple of minutes. Once again, thank you very much for your time. I will try and see if Errol can still roll the video. I don't know if he was able to stream it. We'll try one more time, and then I'm open to any questions that you may have. Okay, Errol, you have one last opportunity to try and make this work, or else we're firing the entire team. Go ahead, Errol.
Wow, the location here, when you look at Phuket, it's just awesome. And the hotel, it's one of the famous hotels over here, right?
This is a really beautiful sun course to play. A lot of sweat, good company. We are having a ball here.
It's never about meeting. It's always about connecting. You can always...
Okay, that's fine. Errol, we can, that's fine. Don't worry about it. No stress. We can always share it with them and with everybody that would like to still see the video. The team will be happy to share it with you. But yeah, I would be happy to take a couple of questions if there's any more at this stage. If not, I'm also happy to hear for those that did not get to introduce yourself, I'm happy for you to quickly unmute yourself and come in and say hello and where you're from. Monica, you messaged me saying you have a question, so go ahead, unmute yourself, come in.
Yeah, hi, Melvin. Hello, everyone. I'm Monica. I'm from Skyways Group. So
Okay.
you were just talking about the charges, that USD 1,999. So does it include the life logistics as well?
So
The membership of it?
Great question. The $1,999 only includes the membership of Cold Chain Connect. However, you have access to the database of Life Logistics as well. You will get to meet members of Life Logistics in Bangkok. We also have a 50% cross-payment protection across all the networks under the RW umbrella, across the 11 networks that we run.
So how much protection money-wise, as in some amount must be there?
50% protection, so you have up to $50,000 to cover bad debts and bankruptcy, and you have up to 50% of your claim amount.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, I saw a hand up from Bonta, someone from Agility. Yeah, unmute yourself and come in. Tell us where you're from. You need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Bonta, you're on mute. Are you struggling to unmute? You should be able to unmute yourself. Okay, we have you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from Eagle Eye Shipping Limited, Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
And though we are not yet a member, with the explanations and the things and the colleagues I've seen here, I'm excited and hoping that sooner than later I'll be a member. But in another way, can you give another reduction in your payment? Your 1999, can you give any reduction?
Yeah, we actually are happy to consider something special for members in Africa. It's a region that we're probably not as well represented as we would like to be. So we can have a conversation about this separately when we talk post this meeting. Okay.
I'll get in touch with Lena because she connected me. Then I'll talk it over and I'll move forward there.
Okay,
we really want
fantastic.
to participate and want to be part of it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else that has a question at this time? Maybe I can have Chaitali Mehta, if you want to unmute yourself and come in and say hello.
Thank you, Melvin. Good afternoon to everyone. I see a lot of friends from India over here and a couple of them from overseas also. My name is Chaitali Mehta. I represent my company, EKF Global Logistics Private Limited. We are based out of Mumbai and we have branches across the country. We are a 48-year-old company. And we do a lot of cold chain ourselves. So thank you very much for inviting us over here. It's been very interesting listening to what you do. And it's nice to meet everybody over here. We have separate verticals. So we do a lot of cold chain. We do pharmaceuticals. We do food products, agro products. And also in case you're looking out for a partner in India, please do look us up. Thank you very much and have a lovely day ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that. I will take, does anyone have a question? If not, I will take one more, maybe Stanislav. Unmute yourself and come in.
Yeah, hello, Melvin. I'm also from KTL Ukraine as the head of customer service department. So we're already members and we know a lot about your network and also we're a lot, and Andrew can also speak about it a lot.
Okay, fantastic. Since you're already from KTL, I will have one more person come in and say hello. Can we get Anwar Hussain Syed?
Good day. How are you, everybody? I am Syed Anwar Hussain from Titanic Shipping, Titanic Ways Shipping Line,
Go ahead.
Saudi Arabia. We are doing
Saudi
the
Arabia.
cold chain. We
Okay.
are doing the everything. Maybe, yes, Saudi Arabia. Maybe some line is disturbed, so you will not get the properly today.
That's fine. We trust that only your line is disrupted, but the logistics will be seamless. I have no doubt. Let's have a chat about this on the side. We'd be happy to profile you as one of our members.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
fantastic. Thank you all once again. Appreciate your time and looking forward to seeing you all at another platform very, very soon. Have an amazing day ahead. Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Everybody. Bye.